I'm Chris, that running guy, and I'm back. What a difference a few days has made, just to charge up my batteries and I'm ready to go again. So in this video we're just going to be chatting about what I did during the last week to get my running mojo back, and also talking about being honest with yourself when it comes to your running. So let's get straight into the honesty part. You know, when your running isn't going great, a few weeks have passed, you're not enjoying your running, you just don't want to go out the door, then it's time to have a look at your kind of training and work out, you know, what's going wrong. You know, we love running, you know, it puts us in a good mood, but you know, when it's not going great, unfortunately it kind of draws over into our life, so to speak. You know, it's a wonderful sport. You know, I don't know many sports that, you know, you would get injured multiple times and keep on going back for more, but you know, we love it. But I think sometimes you just need to be honest with yourself and look at your training. So after I posted the video about that I was dealing with some personal stress and it was affecting my running, people pointed out that it was probably fatigue, and I looked back at my training and it was pretty obvious. You know, I was injured way back in November. I was coming back, and so I started, you know, slowly increasing my mileage, and then I just went too far and then ended up running a 78-mile week, which is way more than I've ever run before. And then after that, if you look on Strava, it's like I just fall off a cliff, and then I just struggled after that. Yes, I had about 4 races in that time, and it was just a constant, you know, your body's trying to recover from the race, and it was just a knock-on effect, and I just wasn't enjoying my training. I think as I noticed as I got older, especially getting nearer the 50s, that I need more time to recover. You know, racing once a month doesn't sound much, but you know, if you put it into your training, you race, take a down week afterwards to recover, train for 2 weeks, and then you have a taper week leading up to the race. So it's kind of, you know, if you race every month, you're only really getting 2 weeks training in. So I think all that, obviously taking into account any additional stress, was making me struggle. Going back to my training, it has made a world of difference to me just taking a bit of time off. Initially it didn't work great because I fell into the trap like we all do. You know, my first run was on the Thursday, which I showed you the hill session. My video went out on the Sunday, and that Sunday morning, obviously I went out before I got everyone's feedback, and you just feel that you have to play catch up. You know, that, oh, I haven't been running, oh, I'm going to lose fitness, and it kind of plays on your mind. So I thought, okay, 15 miles at a reasonable pace. Ended up running 15 miles at 7:29 pace, which, you know, is a great pace for me. It's not miles off of my race pace. Didn't enjoy it that much. And then I took a few days off thinking, you know, I'm ready to go again. Went out with my dad on the Tuesday, came out on his bike. It was on I think it was an 8-mile run. Got to about 3 miles and just started struggling. And I was running at a very easy pace with him. Got to 4 miles and my legs were shot. Ended up having to walk 4 miles back. And it, you know, when I read the comments, it made complete sense that, you know, fatigue was the issue. So after the Tuesday, went for a run today when I'm filming this video, which is Friday, and initially was only planning to go 3 miles out, 3 miles back, and leave it at that, and just depend on how I feel. And my dad was with me on the bike, so we went out. First mile felt good, and then the next, I think it was 2 miles, and then 2 to 4, ended up running at a kind of tempo pace, and felt great. And then forgot about that. I was going to do the 3 mile turnaround. We was at 4 miles, so ended up doing a 9-mile run, which I will put the session up there. I think it was averaging 7:17 for the whole of it, but also managed to run the last mile at 5:58. Really pleased with that. Definitely feel that I've got my mojo back. I feel that I've got you know, the energy just by, you know, just taking a few days off. So, you know, going back to that, being honest, whether you're training for a race and you're on a training plan, or whether you're putting in, you know, hard week in, week out, there's a difference between putting in the hard work and just feeling a bit tired to actually being fatigued to the point that you're not enjoying that running. So if you are on a training plan, you're not enjoying the you get to the point in the training plan where you're dragging yourself out the door every day, then take an additional day off. It's not set in stone. We're not elites. Some people say, okay, you're going to lose the fitness, but let's put it this way. The past 8 weeks, I've been doing 25, 35 mile weeks at best. And I haven't been enjoying my running when I could have took a week off, recharged my batteries, and then I could have been up to 50-mile weeks, and enjoying my running again. So I think it's kind of swings and roundabouts, try and mix up your running, take an additional day off if you need it, try and mix up your training, whether you're going in the woods, whether you're going on trails, try and find a running buddy. Sometimes we just go out, the same run every day or the same every week. We forget why we started running in the first place. We started because we love it, and they end up being a slave to your watch, a slave to the time, slave to distances. Sometimes you compare yourself to others. I've done all those things, and it's just a slippery slope. And running should be our happy place. And also, I took the sensible decision. I have got a 50k ultra coming up in the beginning of May. I took the decision to actually cancel that. I know that you might be looking forward to watching me do that, but I think you need to be sensible. If you're not in that sort of shape. The last time I did a 50k ultra with Ben and Dan, I think for 3 months after that, it was, my health wasn't great, and I struggled with my running. I hold my hands up, and I should have took 2 weeks off afterwards, but you know what we're like. We just want to get back into running. And some people said, okay, you could just run it as a fun run, but I don't think you can just run 32 miles a fun run. We did it before and got to about 23, 24 miles, and it wasn't fun. And I don't think I should be putting my body through the stresses again, because I've just come through this, because just at the stage now where I'm just kind of going out, enjoying my running. I want to enjoy making these videos, because as a YouTuber sometimes it can be difficult that we have to be kind of near the top of our game all the time and pushing the boundaries all the time, when it might be a bit boring, wouldn't it, if I said to you, watch videos of me taking a month off. I choose to be a YouTuber, so I choose to put myself out there, and that's why I try to be honest. And thanks again for your support when I am feeling down, or when I'm things are going great. That's amazing. I'm gonna cut the video there, so let me know in the comments if you've had something similar, and where can we go from here? Onwards and upwards. Cheers.